Heman! Masters of Revelation dropped on Netflix, at least the first season, which is only 5 episodes. This was a series that I was anticipating for a while because, you know, I was not someone who grew up in the 80s. I have seen the original He-Man series all the way through and the original She-Ra series, and I seen bits and pieces of the new Netflix series, didn't really get into it very much, but, you know, I'm a fan of MOTU, which is aka Masters of the Universe, but I do understand that the old He-Man show is pretty garbage. Like, it's just absolute garbage, because it was a cartoon made to sell toys, and so it couldn't really do anything. It was made with very cheap animation, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, I like a lot of Hanna-Barbera animation, which it was very cheap, very simplistic, but it was literally to the point where He-Man literally did look bad. But, you know, but there's a lot of stuff that's great there. And so this series caught my attention for a few reasons. I like He-Man. That's the first one. Kevin Smith is executive producing this, and the voice cast. You know, you have a really great voice cast. Mark Hamill's voicing Skeletor, and all kinds of cool stuff going on with this series. There were a bunch of naysayers who were saying, basically we had a plot for this first part of the series, which is that He-Man goes missing and that Teela has to go find him. And that was kind of the plot that summary we were giving for it. Not too much details, but a lot of people were saying, oh, they're going to screw up this series, they're going to make it about Teela and not He-Man, and they're just it's going to be a feminist, woke thing. Guys, let's stop theorizing what's actually woke and complain about or like what's going to be like feminist propaganda or whatever the hell. Because the reality is there are more things that are not than are at this point. And just because a character is a woman, you know, it's weird. It makes you seem very sexist. I didn't care about any of this. And I will say, this series does focus on Teela. That plot is correct. He-Man goes missing after the first episode. I won't spoil anything in the series. Just going off of what's available in trailers and all that stuff. He-Man is a really good character in this show. But he's not in this season a lot. So if you're expecting to see He-Man a lot, don't expect that. This series mostly focuses on other Masters of the Universe characters. The next season is going to be about He-Man and a lot more. But that's just not what this season's about. It's about setup. And what's really great about this series is it throws you into it and expects you're already a fan. And you're in here, but there's enough here context clues that you can understand who the characters are. But it's better if you know He-Man. It's better if you understand the basic stuff, who these characters are. Especially since a lot of these characters are used in very clever ways that are role reversals from what they were in the past. But it's also just a really good series. It's a fantasy epic series with amazing voice acting, animation. My only major criticism with this is Mark Hamill was not a good choice for Skeletor, because basically Mark Hamill just did the Joker voice. And Mark Hamill's a great voice actor, but the problem with him is the type of voice Skeletor has and the type of voice Mark Hamill do not mix very well, and it just doesn't come together. But besides that, this is a great series. Even if you're not a He-Man fan, I'd say it's worth checking out. It's a really good series. I think you're better off if you are already a He-Man fan, but it's still pretty great. If you're not, you need to watch this series. A note, guys, I am late to Disney Plus reviews. I've been very busy today. I will get those out this weekend. Don't know if it will happen today or tomorrow. We will see. Hopefully tomorrow or today. Or hopefully today, but I don't know. But I should have a review for Snake Eyes. Already got my ticket. I'm going to go see Snake Eyes. And that should be later today. Don't know about exactly when that will be out, but hopefully later today. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you guys next time.